don't want to like add something to see. Your narrative did feel bad. Like you encouraged it, and it seemed like it was the right, considered the right thing to do. Like we made those videos about well, just about politics. It wasn't like about it wasn't about the government shutdown or anything. But with the amount of like frenetic, you know, activity on these, I mean, TV. I mean, you do need. Why do people think like why? I'd love to know why people think like this. There was started a debate over the healthcare bill, and the government's shut down. Um, be interesting to know what people actually think like is happening behind the closed doors. What the actual reason for this is. Like that is like, do they really think? Like, do they really think it's one like? It's like the two parties can't come to agreement. Like, does it make anyone think like him be saying that there's something you don't know? Like why there couldn't be healthcare in this country at this time? Like, it's like the people think that's like being like what is that like considered like if someone were to like in their own mind like just say like, oh, some person like, you know what, like I wonder if there's some reason why we can't have healthcare here, and that they're not telling us that this is like the only thing to do is like political theater. And like now the government shut down, like with the government shutting down, like give people a chance to think like, maybe there's maybe it has nothing to do with one party or the other. Like maybe there's something that like they can't tell the public, which I believe to be accurate. Like I mean, it's like, or do people like, or do they buy into a narrative like, so started, Republican Party didn't want the affordable health care bill, and there was a standoff, and now they're using the debt ceiling as the budget issue to hold everything hostage, and the government shut down, and like which party do you want to blame, and what Obama wants to I mean, do they perceive that anyway? If one were to, if a young person or something were to say, something like this seems sort of like a soap opera like esque thing, like actually there's probably some reason why like we can't have health care, and that they all know, and this is the only thing that they could do is like play out like a like a drama and like shut down the government because there's something like we don't know about. That would be what you'd hope. So I mean, but I mean, nah, I don't think people. I think like people with a television set are probably too like integrated into the narrative like about what is happening, why it's happening. You know. Matter of fact, that's like largely in our country, like with the rise of like, one nation under therapy, as someone called it, like the rise of psychoanalysis bullshit in our country, like right, like to think like you ever think there's something you don't know, and they're playing out a political theater, and like there's something like you might want to know about why we can't have health care here, that like all the political class knows. That's why you don't know what they're talking about behind closed doors, and it's not their fault. It's something else, but no one knows about that. Like, what is that? Under one nation, under like psychoanalysis culture, right? People say now you sound paranoid. That's what someone would say if like to a young person or someone with someone with brains like someone who doesn't have brain damage like thinks of like, oh wait a minute, you know what? It's probably something we don't know about why we can't have health care. Something going on in a higher sector of our economy. What's this now? You shut me down? Yo, I just felt really bad, man, because you guys, like, we made videos, but I get caught up in our activity, and I'm like, it's cool, like, I want to participate, but I didn't really like those. I mean, it's great to like tell people. I mean, I don't want to be like kind. I don't want to be. I don't want to be commenting on like what happens, like what we did yesterday, like about this. I don't. That's not objective reality.